What's up? What's up, nerds? Corey here for DNA Reacts. Got Cameron and Joey. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. Just kidding. Just the commercials that we saw that we really liked. The superhero commercials that we saw and what we liked about them and some other trailers that we saw. We're just going to spend a couple minutes on each one. First of all, what do you guys think of that game, huh?
I didn't watch it.
Sports ball.
Couldn't give a shit.
Okay. XMen Apocalypse. What did you think of that trailer?
There was a guy and some things going on.
Yeah.
No, it looks good. I don't know. I've only ever seen a few of the X-Men movies now. I'm still behind on the past 3, I think. But to me, it's something that it makes me want to try to actually catch up on the series and actually go and see it.
You should probably see Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Because that one's probably... I was really worried about this movie. Kim?
Oh, the more I see it, the more I'm excited for it. Even though I still think Apocalypse looks kind of weird. He looks like a Ivan Ooze. There's no getting around it. He looks like him. I mean, it was cool the way... Even though it looks kind of stupid, that's a dream sequence that they're actually going to be using Apocalypse's power of growing. But... whatever. It was really cool seeing him get really big and like his eyes turned white and everything. That was cool. I still am not a fan of the fact that they're kind of pulling with the 1990s version of doing superhero movies, where if this actor is really big right now, they make him like one of the bigger characters in the movie, which is Jennifer Lawrence. It's like, I think it's still kind of lame that they make Mystique like such a big character and kind of, can't decide which side she's on anymore, just because it would make her more watchable in the movie, just because they want Jennifer Lawrence to be in as much as the movie as possible. So whatever. But other than that, everything else is cool. You saw Angel for a second, and you saw everyone else, and it was cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of worried about this movie a little bit. Not to say, like, every time one of these new X-Men movies comes out, I'm always worried about it. Ever since X3, like, I've been really worried. And then the crap hole that was X-Men Origins Wolverine. Ever since those 2 movies, man, I've been like super worried about it. But First Class was awesome. Days of Future Past was awesome. The Wolverine was awesome. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and hope that this is awesome. But saw some Deadpool, kind of just the rehashed footage of what we already saw.
Yeah, I feel like it's not even worth like talking about because it's the same stuff we've already seen before. So,
but that movie looks so good. Looks good though.
Going to see it soon.
Woo!
Spoiler cast.
10 Cloverfield Lane was another trailer that came out. I didn't see Cloverfield. Joey, you didn't see Cloverfield. So Cameron, this one's all you, buddy.
Well, I loved Cloverfield. I thought it was a really cool found footage movie, and it doesn't get enough credit. It was one of J.J. Abrams' first movies. And I remember hearing like a subtle version of the plot for this movie, so I didn't really know exactly what it was going to be. The trailer was pretty ambiguous, so you really didn't know what was going on. All you knew is that it was in the Cloverfield universe. But in this, you see Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character. She gets in a car crash and is taken in by John Goodman and his son, John Gallagher Jr., or at least I'm assuming it's his son. And honestly, past that, you don't really see anything else new. But I don't know, just the more I see for this movie, the more I really want to see it, because it looks really, really cool and good and like intense and interesting. So, yeah.
It looks interesting. I don't know, really. I know Cloverfield's about a big monster, but this doesn't look like it's about a big monster. So, but
we just haven't
what you and Brian were talking about the other day, that this movie kind of takes place kind of during, but in a different part of the city or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'll probably just have to watch Cloverfield before I see this. Next one up.
Fist punch.
Yeah. Ninja Turtles. Who's excited? We got Krang. We got Bebop, Rocksteady, Shredder. Casey Jones rollerblading in between some cars with a hockey stick. Megan Fox with her shirt all tied, all hot and sexy like. Yeah. And then the turtles, of course.
Oh yeah, the most uninteresting part about all of it, the turtles.
It's true. Honestly, it is almost like Bebop and Rocksteady are like the coolest things of these new trailers. I'm excited.
It was cool seeing the Krang and seeing. I can never remember what the main Krang was in the old show, like the big bald robot that the Krang was in, or was that just like the regular robots or whatever?
It was just the suit that he was in.
Well,
Krang was the brain inside.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I just mean I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if the robot
suit
had a specific name or not. But I feel like they're trying to reference to that or like homage to it. And it's just like I don't know. It looks kind of weird. It looks like too grungy. He's like rusty metalled and looks super hardcore. It's like I feel like that's a little overboard, but whatever. Everything else though about this movie still looks pretty cool and interesting. I want to see it. It looks like it's going to be a fun, dumb movie. I think.
What about you, Joey? Are you excited for Ninja Turtles?
Yeah. I don't know why you guys always ask me these movie questions. I'm still so far behind in all my movies. I need to see the last one before I see this one for sure. But no, it does look interesting. I like how they try to be all like ninja and sneaky and stuff, and it shows them just messing up and stuff, and typical goofy Ninja Turtle fashion. So it looks fun. It'll definitely be one of the ones I want to try to catch if I can. But as I said, I still need to catch up and watch that first one before I probably go see this one.
Yeah, so like I want to know, what is the Technodrome floating in the sky? Is that what we're taking away from this thing?
Why do you keep on saying Technodrome?
Because that was the thing in the original cartoon. Like
I wouldn't know
the
that.
tank thing.
I never watched the original show, so I don't really know. I'm just gonna say yes.
We'll go
whatever you say.
The Technodrome was like Krang and Shredder's base of operations. It was like this big giant ball tank thing with a giant eyeball on its.
And it floated in the sky?
No, it didn't float. It was a tank.
Oh.
But in this, it looks like it's floating in the sky.
Sky tank.
Yeah, so.
That's pretty self-explanatory then.
Yeah. Okay, another one. This is the first time I've ever seen anything for this movie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, The Jungle Book. I haven't seen any trailers or anything for this movie until just now.
Shit.
Or till this. It looks good. I still like Jungle Book was one of my favorite Disney animated movies, and I still hear Baloo's like low, raspy voice, and like hearing Bill Murray play Baloo is like really weird.
I think Bill Murray would do a good job with it.
Oh, I'm no doubt. It's just weird because Baloo has that very distinct voice.
Yeah. Like,
well, the guy basically plays every bear in Disney animated history in that short time span. But like, Baloo had that very distinct voice, and like, it was just weird hearing Bill Murray. But I'm excited. Looks good. Looks good. The animation looks really good.
Yeah, no, it looks incredibly good.
And then there's the giant monkey guy.
Yeah, why is King Louie so big?
King Louie, yeah, that's right.
That's what I want to know. Like, Mowgli looks like he could just fit in King Louie's hand, like my phone. Like, this is literally how big he is. No?
I don't have anything to say about that, because
maybe
I haven't seen the old Jungle Book in a long time, so I really don't remember much about it at all.
The king's got to be powerful. Maybe he's a really old living ape and just kept growing.
Christopher Walken has the voice, though. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, that is weird. It's funny, though.
Other than that, though, everything else about this movie looks really, really cool and well done. I think it's going to be a really good Disney movie that we haven't, like, at least a good live action one, because I thought Maleficent was and Slenderella was like,
yeah.
So
I never saw either of those two.
I still think like the animation was like some of the best animal animation I've seen in a while.
Yeah, no, it looks really, really good.
Yeah,
which is a little surprising.
Yeah, especially because like there's like really like good computer animation. Like, say what you want about the Transformers movies, but I think like the way they look, like the style that they're going for, they really nail it, and you can probably barely tell if they're just standing there like what's real and what's computer animated. Whereas sometimes Disney takes like not as big of a approach to computer animation, and some of their CGI looks like really fake.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Looks really good. Next one I'm really excited for, and I didn't even know started filming yet. Jason Bourne. Love those movies.
You're probably the only one who has anything to say about this.
Yeah,
because
Okay.
I haven't
honestly,
seen
I've
any of the
only,
ones.
I've only seen the first Bourne Identity, and then I saw the second one, and I never saw the rest of them. And I really don't remember much about the second one. So
Okay, so I'm going to talk about Jason Bourne. Looks awesome. Looks like it's like, I don't know, 13 years in the future, because I think that's like when the last one was supposed to take place. It was like 2003. I can't believe it's been that long since those movies came out.
Really?
Yeah, I guess it has been. And like, I'm excited because I want to know what's happening. Like, I want to know why he comes back. I want to know why he shows up. And like that last movie they tried to do was like really not good.
really not good.
Yeah, like Jeremy Renner was fine.
There's a word we have for not good, and I think it's bad.
You know what? I'm gonna make you feel bad in a minute. But like, that movie was missing something when it didn't have Matt Damon in it. And like, not that Jeremy Renner was bad, but like just the whole movie was just kind of like, ugh, like it was just kind of bad. And like, I'm really excited. I don't know much about this movie, which is good.
thing, yeah.
So
It's got Matt Damon in it.
it does have Matt Damon in it. It's called Jason Bourne, which
It's got Tommy Lee Jones in it.
oh yeah, it's got Tommy Lee Jones in it. Yes.
I bet Jason Bourne is in the movie.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Captain America Civil War is the last trailer we're going to talk about. It was just this quick trailer that showed pretty much which heroes are on which side.
That's something I really like that they did. I mean,
Yeah.
not that it was really necessary, but now it, kind of gives us a little bit more to work with, so we can come up with our, theories and speculation on how things are going to go down.
Yeah. First thing, United We Stand was the chant that was playing in the background the whole trailer.
And well, then it's a Divided We Fall.
Yeah. And then there's a couple moments in that trailer, like when Tony Stark pulls out like the Iron Man glove and holds the gun and Bucky tries to shoot him. That was pretty intense. And then
I don't understand how a glove can beat his whole mechanical arm, but
he was shooting a gun.
I know, but I mean, he stopped him from aiming the gun at his face with one hand glove. I would think if it went down his arm, makes sense, but
yeah, I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Is Tony Stark that strong now? Did he make himself enhanced?
Let's talk about who was on each side. So on Iron Man's side, you had Vision, right?
Yeah, I think.
Black Panther, which his mask looks really cool. Black Panther's mask looks awesome. Black Widow and War Machine.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
kind of obvious.
That was the other one. The other moment I want to talk about where he rips off War Machine's mask and he looks like he's dying. Ugh. You can't kill Don Cheadle, man.
So who messed up War Machine? Because if that's Cap, if Cap was the one who did that, how
No,
pissed
it's probably
Tony?
Bucky. I'm assuming it's Bucky. Because he's the
Yeah.
one always trying to rip everyone's little circle disc thing out of their chest.
Yeah.
But and then on Captain America's side you had Cap, Falcon, Ant-Man, which Ant-Man gets a new mask, which that's cool, I guess. Even though he's only been in one movie.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier and Hawkeye, which is
Scarlet
interesting.
Witch.
Scarlet Witch. Yeah,
She was there.
that's what I said.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
I didn't
I
hear it.
didn't hear that one.
Maybe I didn't. But it's kind of interesting that they're splitting up Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Yeah, no.
I mean, especially because Black Widow was going against Cap too. I mean, she was kind of closer to him, at least in in the Winter Soldier movie. They were
Yeah, and then
friends at least.
in the Avengers, it seemed like Hawkeye and Black Widow kind of had a friendship bond thing.
Until Age of Ultron, where she was with
Hulk.
Yeah, so
For some reason.
she's all over the place.
Ah, it's just
It's like they're throwing her in the movies because she's attractive, and
Is she?
you don't think so?
Yes.
No.
You don't think
She
Scarlett
is.
Johansson
No.
is attractive? What's
No.
wrong with you?
Okay, we're getting a little derailed here.
That's the fun of the show. But I don't know. I'm really excited for Civil War. I hope we already know they're not going to follow the comic book exactly, but I'm interested to see like how they work around a lot of these things. And there's still no Spider-Man. How do you guys think Spider-Man is going to fit into this movie?
I mean, isn't like from the comic book, wasn't he like the first one to sign up for their superhero
Yeah, he was the first
roster
one
thing?
to remove his mask and
Come out to
I have
So
no
I don't know
idea.
if they're going to take that approach to it and have him be like that person, or if he's just going to kind of be a bystander in this movie and eventually he'll come out.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have a huge role in this movie at all. I don't even know if he'll be. You think he'll even be in the suit at all until like the end of the movie?
That's honestly what I think.
Maybe Winter Soldier kills Uncle Ben, and that's how we get Spider-Man's origin story.
That's
With great
little-
power comes great
It's
responsibility.
a pretty big stretch.
Oh, I'm just kidding. But seriously, that's probably going to happen now, and that's going to be the worst.
As long as it's not the what's his name? The guy who played the Elusive Man or voiced the Elusive Man when in the new movies who played Uncle Ben.
Sheen. Mike, what's his name?
Martin
Sheen.
Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen's dad.
What's wrong with him?
Because he was the Elusive Man, I literally cannot stand him as a person.
Ugh.
You don't know how much I hated the Elusive Man in Mass Effect.
Yeah, I do, because I didn't like the Elusive Man either.
Oh, every time I heard his voice, even as like Uncle Ben, I just wanted to like punch him in the face.
Oh, that's funny. But last thoughts on Captain America before we wrap this up real quick.
Nothing else to really say. I'm excited for it, but I don't know. That's pretty much all I can really say.
I never read the comics, so to me it's all new, so
yeah,
not really too worried about it. I think they'll do a good job with it.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you for watching DNA Reacts. Remember, you can find all of our content on digitalnerdadvocates.com. Like, subscribe, and share to our YouTube channel. Leave a comment below. And until next time, we're out.